Welcome to my YouTube channel. We go to source for the latest news, insightful analysis, and in-depth discussions on current events. If you're passionate about staying informed, you are in the right place. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you are never miss an update. Let's dive into today's news.
Grading Maryland football's position groups after its win over UConn. Grading Maryland football's position groups after its win over UConn. Maryland football got its season off to a near-perfect start, trouncing UConn 50-7. The Terps fired on all cylinders in all three phases of the game. The blowout of Saturday's magnitude also meant the team's depth got valuable in-game experience. Head coach Mike Locksley said 72 players saw the field against the Huskies. In grading positional groups, away starter and primary backup performances stronger than performances by the myriad of freshmen and other players unlikely to see the field against top-tier opponents. Billy Edwards Jr. was handed the keys to the offense after a months-long competition to replace Talia Tagovailoa. In the season opener, he blew past expectations set for a player with just 2 career starts. The 6'3", 222-pound redshirt junior completed 20 of 27 passes for 311 yards and 2 touchdowns, also adding 39 yards on the ground. He put up those numbers despite playing just 65% of the team's offensive snaps. Edwards was poised and decisive, delivering surprising velocity on his throws. MJ Morris was underwhelming in his planned relief of Edwards, going 3 for 4 for 13 yards through the air and carrying the ball 5 times for another 13 yards. A late hit to the head knocked Morris out of the game early in the fourth quarter. Cameron Edge came in to replace him, completing 4 of 6 passes for 57 yards and a score. The Terps' backfield duo of Roman Hemby and Nolan Ray could be a special one as the season progresses. Hemby showed that he's ready for an increased role in 2024, carrying the ball 14 times for an efficient 66 yards and a touchdown. He also led the running back group with 3 catches out of the backfield. Ray was the primary change of pace back behind Hemby, and he shined in the first extended action of his career. On his first carry, he cut between 2 linebackers after taking an inside handoff, burst into the second level, and eluded 2 more defenders on his way to a 48-yard touchdown. He finished with 6 carries for 60 yards and a score, also catching 1 pass for 2 yards. Colby McDonald also saw plenty of action, but primarily once the game was already out of hand. He racked up 44 yards on 8 carries. Freshman Josiah McLaurin and DeJuan Williams also impressed in limited action. McLaurin took a swing pass 24 yards for a touchdown, while Williams ran for 13 yards and a score on 4 carries, all in garbage time. Ty Felton was the story of this unit on Saturday. He was a big play machine against the Huskies, bringing in 4 catches of 15 yards or more, including a 75-yard scamper for a score. On his way to a 7-catch, 178-yard, 2-touchdown performance, UConn was schematically taking Caden Prather out of the game with double teams and coverage rotations, Edwards said after the game. But the big receiver still had a productive outing in his own right, bringing in 6 catches for 60 yards. It was unclear whether Octavian Smith Jr. or Shalik Knotts would slot into the number 3 receiver role. Smith appeared to have won that battle, seeing 35 snaps compared to Knotts' 18. Smith had only 2 catches, but one of them was an 18-yard completion to extend the Terps' second drive. Knotts was a non-factor, with 1 reception for 1 yard. Redshirt freshman Ryan Manning was the biggest star once backups entered the game. The 5'9", 184-pound receiver impressed in the second half, garnering 2 catches for 23 yards. Preston Howard started the game and is expected to be the primary contributor from this group, but he played just 8 snaps before spending the rest of the game on the sideline without his helmet. It's unclear whether he was injured or otherwise removed from the game. Dylan Wade was the primary tight end in Howard's absence. He played both inline and split out wide, showcasing the ability to both block effectively and stretch the field as a receiver. He brought in 2 catches for 38 yards, coming on back-to-back plays in the second quarter. The first was a 25-yard strike down the seam, and the second was a catch and run from the flat for 13 yards. Laron Husbands and Leon Houghton Jr. also saw extended playing time. Neither caught a pass, but Husbands was targeted in the end zone on a pass from Edwards. An underthrown ball slipped out of Husbands' hands. No one expected a group featuring 5 new starters to be playing its best football immediately. The unit had ups and downs during its first game together. Edwards, Morris, and Edge were all well protected throughout the game. UConn only recorded 1 sack, which came on Morris and can be blamed on excellent downfield coverage and poor pocket awareness. Run blocking left more to be desired, though. Hemby had some big holes to run through early on, but the running backs were largely left to create for themselves against the Huskies. Ray's long touchdown was the result of 2 excellent cuts to evade defenders. More than half of the Terps' rushing yards came in the first half. Isaac Bunyoun, who played left guard in his first game since transitioning from defensive tackle, was Maryland's highest-graded lineman by PFF, Pro Football Focus, earning a 70.4 overall grade.
Thank you for watching my videos. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumb up and share your thought in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more update and in-depth coverage. Hit the notification bell so you are always the first to know when a new video drops. See you in the next one. Thank you.